Hello students, today we'll see the poem A Photograph by Shirley Toulson. First of all, let's know about the poet. Shirley Toulson was born on 20th May 1924 and died on 15th May 2014. She was a poet, journalist and a travel writer. She edited the works of Charles Dickens, Rudyard Kipling, John Milton and William Shakespeare. Now let's know a few things about the poem. The theme of the poem is loss, memory and transience of life. It is a 19-line poem written in free verse. It does not follow a rhyme scheme or metrical pattern. Now let's understand the poem stanza by stanza. First stanza. The cardboard shows me how it was when the two girl cousins went paddling, each one holding one of my mother's hands, and she, the big girl, some 12 years or so. All three stood still to smile through their hair at the uncle with the camera. A sweet face, my mother's, that was before I was born, and the sea, which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient feet. A photograph is a loving tribute to her mother. The poem describes 3 stages in the passage of time. The first stanza describes the first stage. The photograph, which is affixed to a cardboard, shows poet's mother holding the hands of her cousins Betty and Dolly, enjoying the sea holiday at the beach. The poet's mother is 12 years old at the time. They stood happily facing towards the camera for a picture taken by their uncle. The poet's mother's face has changed less in comparison to the sea that had not changed. The word transient here indicates the ever-changing lives of human beings in comparison to the eternality of nature. Now let's move on to the second stanza. Some 20-30 years later, she'd laugh at the snapshot. See Betty and Dolly, she'd say, and look how they dressed us for the beach. The sea holiday was her past, mine is her laughter, both rife with the labored ease of loss. The second stanza describes about the second stage. Some 20-30 years later, the poet's mother would look at the photograph and laugh and comment on the dresses worn by Dolly and Betty and she herself. The sea holiday was poet's mother's past and the laughter of her mother is poet's past, as her mother was dead now. The words labored and ease both are opposite to each other but describe the same entity, that is loss. Now let's read the last stanza. Now she's been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived, and of this circumstance its silence silences. The third stanza describes the third stage. It is nearly 12 years since her mother died. The poet is consumed with grief, and so she had no words to express her loss and pain. The painful situation leaves the poet speechless. That's all for today. Thank you.